The golden era of the Sony FX3 is officially over. For 3 years, this small, boxy cinema camera has dominated every film set, YouTube studio, and high-end wedding shoot in America. It was the perfect tool. But right now, in the secretive labs of Minato, Tokyo, Sony has finished its successor. And it's not just an upgrade. It's a total reimagining of what a compact cinema camera can be. If you were about to click Buy on a current FX3, or if you're eyeing the Burano but can't justify the $20,000 price tag, you need to stop everything. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. The Sony FX3 Mark II is about to change the rules of the game, and the leaks we've uncovered suggest it's going to make its predecessor look like a toy. Why does this matter so much? Because the gap between prosumer and Hollywood is being closed by this one specific device. We are talking about a sensor technology that was, until recently, physically impossible to fit into a body this small. We are talking about the death of rolling shutter and the birth of a new era of global shutter accessibility. In this video, we are stripping away the rumors and looking at the cold, hard data of what is coming. If you make a living through a lens, what I'm about to tell you will determine your gear strategy for the next 5 years. Let's talk about the heart of the beast, the sensor. The original FX3 was beloved for its 12-megapixel excellence and its legendary low-light performance. But the industry has moved on. The world is moving towards 6K and 8K workflows, and the FX3 Mark II is stepping up to the plate. The internal leaks point toward a brand new 12.1-megapixel stacked CMOS sensor, but with a twist. It's not just about resolution, it's about speed. There is a massive internal debate at Sony right now. Do they give the FX3 Mark II the global shutter from the A9 Mark III? If they do, it changes everything. Imagine shooting high-speed action, whip pans, or fast-moving vehicles with zero, and I mean zero, sensor distortion. No jello effect. No slanted vertical lines. Just pure, cinematic perfection. Even if they stick with a traditional rolling shutter, the readout speed is rumored to be cut in half, making it the fastest non-global shutter camera on the planet. But here is where it gets interesting for the pros. The FX3 Mark II is reportedly moving toward internal electronic variable ND filters. This has been the #1 request from filmmakers globally. We've seen it in the FX6 and the FX9, but fitting that hardware into a body this small is an engineering nightmare. Yet, the latest patent filings show a miniaturized ND unit designed specifically for the E-mount mirrorless footprint. Think about freedom. No more screwing on filters in the middle of a shoot. No more matte-box struggles on a gimbal. Just a smooth, seamless transition from indoor to outdoor lighting at the touch of a button. This feature alone would make the FX3 Mark II the most versatile documentary tool ever created. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, AI. We saw the AI processing unit in the A7R5 and the A9 III, but the FX3 Mark II is taking it to the cinema world. We aren't just talking about better eye tracking. We are talking about human pose estimation. This camera will know where your subject's head, shoulders, and knees are even if they turn their back to you or walk behind a tree. For solo shooters and run-and-gun filmmakers, this is like having a